Only advanced English speakers will know these phrasal verbs. So the first one, settle in. If you settle in, it means that you start to feel comfortable in a new place. So for example, you might settle into your new apartment, your new job, your new town. So you start to feel more comfortable, you start to get used to it. So it's very common to ask someone, how are you settling in? So for example, I might say, oh, you've just moved to Madrid, haven't you? How are you settling in? Or how are you settling into your new apartment? How are you settling into your new job? Or if you're on a trip, the first thing that you might do is settle into your new hotel room. If you settle for something, it means that you accept something even though it's not perfect, okay? It's not exactly what you were looking for, but it's okay. I didn't get that job that I really wanted in London, so I've settled for a job in my hometown for now. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Or you hear this a lot with dating as well. So for example, you might say, I think Kate has settled for a man who doesn't treat her very nicely. To settle on basically means to choose or to decide. So it's when you decide on one option when you were considering others. So a couple might settle on the name for their baby. Or you might say, for example, I've settled on the blue sofa, not the green one. Or for example, after weeks of considering, we finally settled on a date for the wedding. If you settle up, then it means that you pay what you owe. So let's imagine that I'm going on holiday with a few friends. I've paid for the accommodation, another friend has paid for the flights, another friend has paid for the transport. We might say, right, let's settle up now before we forget. So in other words, let's pay each other what we owe. And finally, if you settle down, it means that you start to live a calmer, more stable life. So examples of settling down would be, for example, getting married, finding a partner, having children, or maybe putting your partying days behind you. So these are all examples of settling down.